Now to Sean Diddy Combs. The case is back in court for a pre-sentencing hearing. Combs was acquitted last week of the most serious counts against him, but convicted on 2 lesser charges. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky at the courthouse. Good morning, Aaron.
And good morning to you, George. His lawyers will argue today that Sean Combs deserves some special treatment. They're hoping to get him out from behind bars as quickly as Sean Combs.
Come again?
And good morning to you, George. His lawyers will argue today that Sean Combs deserves some special treatment. They're hoping to get him out from behind bars as quickly as possible. This morning, the case against Sean Combs.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen after Cassie's lawyer and everyone else. What was Sean's defense on this? False accusations. My client is harmless but violent. Lawyers already admitted that he's a violent man.
Turns to court following the split verdict acquitting him of the most serious charges. His attorneys will try to convince the judge to skip some procedural steps and sentence Combs as soon as possible.
We are not nearly done fighting. We are just getting started. And we're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison a free man to his family.
The defense argues there are exceptional circumstances that warrant an expedited sentencing, pointing to the 2018 death of his longtime partner, Kim Porter. The mother of some of his children had passed away many years ago. Defense attorney Mark Agnifilo said in court last week, "These kids, the 2 daughters here sitting in the middle of Your Honor's second row, don't have a parent."
So when Diddy was in Cassie going 4 days of Shakalaka Boom Boom freak shows, 4 days in a row non-stop, did the kids need a parent back then? Question mark? Come on. I mean, see, they're throwing everything they can at this. Are they gonna be successful? I don't know. Probably not. But they still, it's a still victory for them because he just dodged the biggest charges.
Federal prosecutors suggested they are in no rush to get Combs sentenced, telling the judge the only things exceptional about this defendant are his wealth, his violence, and his brazenness. Combs has remained behind bars after the jury of 8 men and 4 women acquitted the hip-hop.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he already admitted, the lawyers, that's not the case. It's not the case. It's not because the women are after his money and everything. You guys admit it. There's a video of it. You had to admit. There was no roundabouting this. Uno reverse carding this, where you said, hey, Sean Combs, yes, he hit Cassie. The video's literally there. You can't do anything about it. And while you say that he's a violent man, charged him with domestic violence, not conspiracy, racketeering, whatever it was, there is no turning away.
Tightened of the most severe charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, but convicted him of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution related to ex-girlfriends Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane. He's facing a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, though he's likely to receive much less. Person told us that when Combs returned to jail following the announcement of the verdict here at court, fellow inmates broke out into applause, and he spent the last few days since, we're told, on the phone with relatives and lawyers, preparing to ask the judge for a lenient sentence. George?
To be fair, I think his jailmates, they're, the people inside prison in the same detention center, they were jumping up and down because they don't have to look behind their shoulders in the showers anymore. Diddy's getting out. At least, is gonna be with them for the next 6-7 years maybe, but I think he's getting transferred to a different place. But the main important thing is we are safe from Diddy. Honestly, I thought they would cry because they would enjoy these free cops he's having inside prison, but I guess not.